You really gonna compare your discography to the person who invented trap?
Like for me, we're in the South, so it's different. So
Yeah.
for us, T.I. was creme de la creme, homie. People don't understand. King, y'all gonna make me go listen to old T.I.
Come on, man. This one son sang. He didn't rap it. He sang it. He said,
"You got shot 9 times. We can make it 10."
Holy what? Yo, welcome back to another episode of Porch Light Theory, where we have unfiltered conversations, but sometimes it is necessary. I'm Tristan, and the coolest brother is in the virtual room with me right now. Nick, what's good?
What's good, my niggas?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Big chillin', big good as well. You can be good and be big good too. You didn't know that?
This is episode 22, bro. Can you believe that? 22 whole episodes.
I don't have any type of like saying for 22. So yeah, 22 is dope.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. Oh, happy belated birthday, by the way. Now, I already wished you happy birthday, but for the viewers and listeners, it was Nick's birthday not so long ago. So, please show him some love. Cash App him $20, $21, please.
To the Cash App, PayPal, FDMG Academy. Go ahead, send it to the PayPal. Remember, if you got it, donation.
Yeah.
Donation.
Donations. Gifts.
We on our Dr. Umar today. Man,
Yes.
we're trying to get all these gifts.
You can have a date with the doctor. All you got to do is Cash App Nick $50.
Bro, did you hear? He had put out on Valentine's Day, I want to say, that the school is complete. We have
I believe it
swept
when
out
I
all.
see it.
He said we swept out all the trash and we are waiting to hear back from an inspector to come and clear us.
So the school's not complete.
That's what every person said. They're like, so how you gonna tell us that it's done and just be like, we are waiting on it. So it's like, now we're looking for furniture. We need employees. We need people that fully understand. This is for the black young men. Ladies, don't worry for your daughters. We got them coming later. We have the, basically the wives of Marcus Garvey and Frederick Douglass school for them. And the man is wild. And then proceeded to keep asking for money. Oh, you
The
thought
man
that
is
was
still
going to change?
Hey, yo, the man is still asking for money. How are you going to pay these teachers? How are you going to pay a custodial staff? Like, have you taken out a loan?
How are you gonna,
What
how you
have
gonna
you
pay
done?
your,
Like,
how are you going to pay your staff, your admin, your compliance team, your legal team, your
don't these teachers
everything,
need health
your
insurance, dental?
security? You have a school. You have to make sure it's secure, especially in this political climate right now. You have
All
to
black
do a
school? It
lot.
has to have security.
What? With how much you have been publicized and politicized, he would have to for sure have a full armed security. Like what? That would be a target. He, what? With the way that he's promoted and marketed, what? That
Mhm.
man would have to ensure that he has a secure area.
How do I say this? You struggled this long to build a school. I don't think I can trust you to do anything else after that, let alone give a child a proper education.
How much you want to bet? Because I know you've probably seen it online or on TikTok, where these people turn schools into homes. How much you want to bet he ends up turning into a black homestead?
And there are some, you know what? I actually kind of like that idea.
It would probably be more productive than what he's trying to do right now.
It would be. It would be so much more productive to provide housing to children in single mother families or single parent families. It makes perfect sense.
With the amount of space you have there in the area that it's in, you could definitely help that community thrive if you made it a homestead. Use it to teach kids how to grow plants, other types of skills outside of just the traditional teachings. Like, you have so many options, but you're so stuck on
you could have turned it into a Montessori.
I want to know. That's one thing. I guess I don't pay enough attention to him. What role is he going to play in the school if it ever actually opens?
And this is a private school, so who's going to help you fund it? What private family or private entities are going to help fund this?
I'm just stuck on the fact I want to know what part of the organization chart he's going to be on. Like, what do you do? Are you just the face? Are you just the man that sits in the background? And
Yeah.
see,
Is there going to be a school board?
that's what's concerning.
These are questions that need answers, and Umar ain't answering now nada.
And it's people like him, Corey Holcomb. Oh my god, he has been spiraling lately. That is tragic. Have you seen the discourse around him? Essentially, he told a joke where he was talking about how he saw basically like a very young, like 5-year-old or younger girl walking around sucking sucking the juice from the bottle. And when they took it from her, she was crying and talking about how basically she's going to grow up to end up being the you know what, because at such a young age she's drinking from a bottle like that. Yeah.
Where's the logic? Holy crap. Help me understand the logic.
And so many people were like, the fact that you went to that extent, you don't need to be around kids. You definitely don't need to be around kids. And the sad part is there's so many people, especially men of his age and in that generation, that are supporting the stuff he says. And it's like, that's that part of that generation that's just old and creepy and annoying. Like they just want
that's like a older unk version of the Black Manosphere. Yeah, that's what it is. It's that old Black Manosphere, and it's a type where these dudes they have done their deeds for decades, and now they in their late 50s, early 60s. Now they want to settle down. Now they want to appreciate a woman's touch and be loved and whatnot.
My nigga, still blame women for everything.
But still blame women at the end of the day.
Yeah, my nigga, you gonna be in that retirement home all by yourself.
Like,
prepare to get spoon-fed pudding. Get your diaper changed by, Antoine.
And like a lot of his jokes are always centered around, and that's how you know it's that old head Manosphere stuff. Like you said, it's all tied around weird gay jokes.
It's weird.
Donnell Rawlings got onto him because Corey Holcomb always makes these jokes and talks about stuff like, oh well, if they're successful, they had to do some backdoor stuff, and it's like, bro, the reason why you have not advanced past where you are currently is because you have not matured. Your jokes have not matured. I can't tell you a single Corey Holcomb joke.
I don't even know one. Hey, I'll even say this. The people who are falling off right now are funnier than Corey Holcomb. Here's a good example. When was the last time you laughed at a Ha Ha Davis video?
Yeah, that man never evolved. Oh my goodness. He started doing ads. He started doing ads with with certain models and all that, which that's not an issue by any means. It's just it follows a certain path of washed comedian / content creator. I won't even really call it comedian. Washed content creator path.
Can we talk about this specific pipeline that online comedians have with adult entertainers? With female adult entertainers, and they do skits and videos together. Like what is up with that parallel pipeline?
Yeah, think about it. That line got blurred a lot with Comedy Central. Think about it. You would be watching funny stuff, comedians and all that. Then it would roll into, we talked about the BET Uncut episode. We remember staying up late and it turned into all those commercials with all those hotlines and Girls Gone Wild, all those other videos and all that. So that line got blurred very early.
Yeah.
Like Comedy Central, BET, all those shows that after a certain time it started showing like adult content and adult commercials and all that.
Yeah.
And all those adult ads. That line got blurred back then when we started blending comedy and that's where I think.
Okay, you can say that's the catalyst, but it's just so interesting to see these content creators do these skits and they act out certain situations. and it'll always be like it'll be someone who's funny in my opinion sometimes, and then it's always the go-to big booty thick girl. She does something racy or promiscuous in the video, and that's part of the the punchline, I guess. I've always wanted to know, like, where is this pipeline? Where does that pipeline go? Do you think it feeds into the Manosphere? That comedian sex worker pipeline?
I would say it's like even say that. I don't necessarily.
It's like a parallel because at some point they do drift away from each other, in my opinion.
I don't know because I don't consider all the women that participate in that SWs. I don't consider all of them that because they're not. But I think there is a way that when it comes to, I think overall it's just becoming content creation as opposed to being a comedian, being a model, being, being in a specific lane. I think that the inception of content creation has completely removed those lines, and now you're just in a space, and you can have a specialty that you have, but overall you're open to branch into anything and everything. That's why when you usually go to these creators' pages, they make sure to put in their content creator. They don't want to be locked
They don't
down
want to be
to one
labeled a
thing.
comedian. They don't want to be labeled a model. So what's the end game when you have when you label yourself like that?
For some of them, they want to reach that line of being taken serious. Like, think about it. They have streamer awards.
Yeah.
They want to get into that. They basically want to be taken seriously. Like, streamers, content creators, they all want to be taken serious. Like, even though you have a Mr. Beast, you still feel like in a certain way that they're trying to prove that they can be Hollywood to a certain extent.
Like internet Hollywood.
They're trying, essentially they want to say that we're the new generation, this is how it's going, but Hollywood hasn't let up. Like, how many streamers and content creators do you see really having that crossover ability into like movies?
Oh, it's rare. It's rare.
It's not easy at all, and it requires depth that is outside of a structured environment that you control fully.
I'm trying to think of content creators who have crossed that line, like DC Young Fly, Cardi B. Some people may not want to admit it. King Batch.
He did.
Yeah,
he did.
He crossed it. I'm trying to think.
I think you have, and I think that's why they want parts of it, because also now you see celebrities getting into it, where you have like a Jason Derulo that was an artist prior to becoming
now
essentially
he's a
huge content creator now that still can do music. Like, that's actually like an endless cheat code. You see Kevin Hart starting to pair with like Kai Cenat and all that. Like, they see there's an avenue for money. But on the opposite spectrum, the streamers themselves, how much are they really capitalizing? Yes, they're making their money, but who's going to remember all of them at the end of the day? That's why you see a DDG making music. That's why you see Kai Cenat venturing into fashion.
Yeah. It's interesting to see where, but I'm just pointing out something that I just noticed on social media. It's just interesting to see the dynamics working together sometimes. It's like, but surely it may. I don't want to be the too woke friend, or maybe I am too woke about it. It's just, but like when I see content like that on social media, one, I question why do I get it? Because I feel like Instagram they rough with that with that algorithm.
Well, they promote their posts, so
yeah, and two, the other question is like what. Well, when they do that type of content where they intersect comedy and pretty much sex, I feel like it feeds into that manosphere. Not when I say manosphere, I'm not talking about the Andrew Tate clavicular manosphere. I'm talking about your Corey Holcombs and I'm trying to think of another Black Manosphere content creator, but you know,
That's another thing. The Manosphere is falling
or
off.
your what's the dude with the eye? Charles
Oh,
Charleston White.
you
Yeah.
notice you don't hear much from them anymore.
No, not at all. Not at all.
That's something I can't remember who I was watching, but they made a good point. The Manosphere has fallen off. Like,
Yeah,
sadly
and
to
it needs to
say,
stay that way. And it needs to
and
stay that way. It,
I'll
it
say
hasn't been the same. It ain't been the same since Kevin Samuels died.
that's what I was going to say. That was going to say. Sadly to say, it took that to happen for it to
Yeah.
really fall, because he was the only one that really had charisma, and you felt he really meant this.
But Kevin Samuels wasn't that guy either.
He wasn't.
He didn't. You call it charisma? It's a grift, in my opinion. That dude was straight up acting, because you can still look up some of his old content on YouTube. He was not that guy. Okay.
I was not paying enough attention to him.
Yeah, he was not that guy. And then that one video where he was basically talking smack towards a black woman, saying she was built like a linebacker, that garnered a lot of the attention from people, and it turned into comedy. It was funny because it's funny to make fun of a black woman and whatnot. And so and then he realized, that's what's getting the eyes. This is what's this type of content. There's money in this type of content, and he capitalized on it. I mean, one of the best grifters, in my opinion, because he even got him an acting role on Atlanta, Childish Gambino's television show.
Yep.
So now he is solidified, in media, and I don't know, man.
They thought there was a path.
Yeah, but Kevin Samuels is not that guy. He is not that guy. I guarantee you. If you are getting if you think getting advice, fashion advice, or some type of life advice, financials advice, or something if you're trying to get relationship advice from a Kevin Samuel acolyte, hey man, I'm telling you, that relationship is not going to last any longer. That relationship is not going to last long. Okay.
At all.
Straight up grift. Okay.
That type of content that people like Kevin Samuels and Corey Holcomb or Charleston White make, because I'm seeing them do like pop the balloon stuff, and it's
I
like,
can't stand that series. I hate that pop the balloon series. My goodness. I mean, it does have its funny parts, but oh my goodness, that is leave it be. I think it was funny initially, but the fact that it was so readily accessible to anyone to recreate, it just got watered down to the worst extent.
Some people believe it's a humiliation kink. Some people look at it like that, a humiliation ritual or something. And I think there's a space for it when it's confined. There can be moments when it's funny. Like that one dude who was like, that one who was dancing and he started like jumping left and right. That is hilarious. Or like when they when they have them all walking and posing and they walk in the same direction and people in the comments are like, where are they going? Where are you going?
They be walking into a corner and you're like, what the
like,
what are we doing
Why
here?
are y'all making them do this? It's funny. Okay. Some of it is funny. I saw one where there was one brother. He is an actor, a tattoo artist, and so many other things. And he acts as the Red Power Ranger. I was like, oh my gosh, like this like that's a score if you're a shorty.
And is it the black guy with dreads?
Yeah, with red locks, because he's the Red Ranger.
He was the Red Ranger from SPD.
Yeah, I thought it was Mystic Force or something like that.
The Black Red Ranger. The Black Red Ranger was
Red Ranger
either
with
TJ
locks.
from Turbo or Jack from SPD.
Are we showing our age by saying SPD and all that stuff? I
don't care. Look, I am a Power Ranger fan.
It's one of the more contemporary Power Ranger series. I will at least say from like the last 5 to 10 years maybe.
Jungle Force?
What if I type in Red Power Ranger popped the balloon. His name is Sage.
No.
Yeah, tattoo artist, MMA fighter, choreographer, actor, Red Power Ranger.
Now I'm curious.
What a title to have, man. Like, hey, I'm the Red Power Ranger. Are you looking it up?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which one he is. But we'll find it later.
You can do that off camera.
Yeah, we'll find him later.
But the point still stands. That type of content can be enjoyable with guardrails, in my opinion.
It has to.
Because why are people entertained by Boosie and his son doing a pop the balloon or like a smash or pass, and Shorty just walks up to them, throws ass, and Boosie's like, "Smell her, son."
Nigga, what?
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Yeah,
What?
I'm not lying.
I'm not lying.
What?
I'm not lying. This is content.
That is wild.
It's like Zeus network level content, in my opinion. Yeah, it's like it's not, like I would say I will watch a Tubi show before I watch a Zeus show.
Tubi has good content. I'll give you that.
Okay. When am I ever going to be on? I'm never going to be on the Zeus Network channel just to watch that. Nah.
I didn't even know they had a network channel. Like that was just like an online subscription.
Yeah. Well, Zeus Internet channel, whatever the hell it is.
I don't like it.
I'm not taking any type of content from there.
Isn't that what Power's on? I know Power's on Showtime.
Oh, Power is syndicated now. I can watch Power on Amazon Prime because it has its own channel.
Excuse me. About time.
It's syndicated, bro. Real quick, because I just said the word power. Can we talk about how 50 Cent is getting like just roasted by the Harris family?
Gosh.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh my. Like wow.
Hey man.
Who let
this one son sang. He didn't rap it. He sang it. He said,
"You got shot 9 times. We can make it 10."
Holy what?
Because they daddy can't have guns no more. So
you got shot 9 times.
We can make it 10.
Okay.
But you talk
the
about
whole
my
family
mama.
went after you. The whole family.
If you talk about my mama, it's a problem that you can't fix. Because you didn't have to fix your lips to talk about my mama.
You could have just told T.I. no. You could have, posted an embarrassing picture of him.
T.I. You could have kept it between.
You brought his wife into it, bro. Oh my gosh.
No. And he's got prominent kids too. Like what?
But you know what's crazy? Is that not T.I., 50 Cent, he used to be a bully on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up bully.
His clapbacks haven't even been good.
And folks were scared to folks were tiptoeing around 50 Cent. You did not want to be in his content. And now look at him apologizing to Megan Thee Stallion. I remember this. I remember this stuff. I remember this.
But that's the thing though. His content has gotten stale. Like even his clapbacks were like, I'm like, bro, why are you doing this? Like you're beefing with a kid now. But also his clapbacks weren't funny. That's the thing. It used to be like he actually got him. Like, he got him with some good stuff. Now you got King showing him in hot tubs with, certain paraphernalia and in other compromising positions as well. So it's like, bro. And then you got T.I. putting out an actual kind of good song, and you put out and his fans are what get me. They're the ones that be like, man, you think he really taking this serious? Y'all tripping. He would mop T.I. in a battle like for one. Let's stop.
Okay, I'm glad people are talking about this because I'm going to go ahead and present my case. T.I. has better hits than 50 Cent. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that 50 Cent don't have the hits. He does. Disco Inferno, Hate It or Love It, featuring The Game. I love that song.
His peak was high, but you can argue T.I. at the top of his powers He was
You
up there.
really gonna compare your discography to the person who invented trap?
Like for me, we're in the South, so it's different. So
Yeah.
for us, T.I. was creme de la creme, homie. Like he really
Sound like
made
my
it
beat.
as far as
Down
being
low,
up there.
down low, down low.
People don't understand. King, all y'all gonna make me go listen to old T.I.
Come on,
But-
man. Money rolls, cars and clothes. That's how my come on.
He was everywhere. He was in movies.
He gave us ATL. Come on.
50 Cent ain't give it. Well, I can't say that. 50 Cent does have a
50 Cent gave us Get Rich or Die Trying.
He does have some good movies. He's got some
Well,
flops, but he's got some good movies.
Hold on. That one comedian, Ari Spears, he when he was mocking 50 Cent. Have you seen that video?
Mm-mm.
I have to play it for you if you'll allow it.
Yeah.
What do you think about 50 Cent's acting ability overall?
This is what I think about it. He did a movie with Sylvester Stallone where it was about them in these prisons that were like cubes.
Oh, I remember that.
You know what I mean? And he played a computer tech. You know what separated 50 Cent from 50 Cent the rapper to the computer tech actor?
Classes?
Now I'm a computer tech. I'm a computer. And I know computers. I'm a computer tech.
I'm a computer tech.
I'm a computer tech.
It was the smile. It's the smile.
I'm a computer tech. That is that's hilarious. I'm a computer tech.
Because I don't always agree with Ari Spears, but that may be on point where he talking about people in the wrong. Computer tech.
Yeah.
It's just me. I know computers.
I'm a computer tech. That
put
little
a
smug ass smile, yeah.
They put a kangaroo hat on this man and some glasses and was like, yeah, you look smart.
No. Hey,
Who put a Congo hat? Why was this man wearing a Congo hat?
Bro, which rapper was the worst computer tech? 50 Cent or Ice Cube?
Oh, you talking about that movie he made during COVID?
Was it a COVID movie? I thought that movie
Yeah, it
came out like
was.
1 or 2 years ago. And
Well, it got filmed during then it got released recently. I remember watching a part, like the
it
first
was like a
part.
Cloverfield spinoff or whatever.
In the vein of how Cloverfield was shot, where he's just looking in front of a computer the whole time.
Is it like War of the Worlds spinoff?
Yeah, War of the Worlds, yes.
Yeah, there we go.
That was hot garbage. Oh my goodness. Like,
Yeah,
oh.
yeah. Yeah,
Oh.
which one is worse? The computer tech or the
going
Ice
on?
Cube computer tech?
I gotta watch the 50 Cent one again because I don't remember it, but I'm probably gonna say Ice Cube. That was bad. Like that was terrible.
I gotta clip that soundbite and add it to the soundboard. I'm a computer tech.
PG.
I'm a computer tech.
I don't know why that's just
man.
hilarious.
That made me laugh. Yeah, man. 50 Cent finally responded, if I heard correctly, on social media. He finally responded to the Harris family, specifically T.I.
It was in that song that people are trying to pawn off as a power intro.
With Leon Thomas.
I don't know. I haven't heard it.
Oh, damn. Song wasn't that good for you to listen.
I don't care. Like, it's grown men beefing. I'm like, I still got bills to pay.
It's more like grown men plus one of the men's family.
Yeah, because he didn't have to bring the family into it.
He had to bring Tiny into that. And okay. And Tiny was pretty back in the 90s.
Is.
Let's change the topic. We only got like 20 more minutes left. Okay, a lot's been going on. A lot's been happening. Besides 50 Cent being a computer tech getting roasted by the Harris family. T.I.'s first name is Clifford. Come on.
No relation.
How did it feel to wake up after your birthday and see that we're we're at war with Iran?
If it's the playbook of the Republican president that's not doing well or wants to distract people from stuff, tanking economy, goes to war with the Middle East.
You know what's funny is that the internet, the internet is forever, and people have uh, dug back old tweets and videos about how President Trump was talking about how Barack Obama was going to put us into a war with Iran, and look what happened. Look what happened. After the news came, was after the breaking news about missile strikes to Iran, like 24 or 48 hours later, price of gas went up. Over here on my side of Florida, at last check, the price of gas was $3.50, and the most affordable was at Buc-ee's, with a price of $2.97. But before the war with Iran, gas was $2.76. And the cheapest at Buc-ee's, because Buc-ee's gas is always cheap over here. Theirs was like $2.65. And so, hey,
are we great yet?
You know what?
Are we great yet?
For my January Sixers, y'all got a pardon. This is your chance to do it again.
My January Sixers storm the Capitol again because he's breaking promises.
I don't condone that. But on February 16th, the national average was at 292.
Okay.
February 23rd, the national average was 293.
Okay.
And then on March the 2nd, the national average was $3.01. Are we great yet?
J6ers, get mad. Storm the Capitol. Do it one more time, please.
Stop. Diesel's gone up. It went from 371 to 380 to 389. And that's the national average. And compared to 2 years ago, we're down about 0.33 cents. Compared to a year ago, we're down 6 cents. Compared to a week ago, we're up 7 cents.
Price is going to continue going.
0.078, but still.
Bro, it was like, a couple of days ago, the price of gas was $3.23, and I'm seeing it now as of Friday, $3.50. So what? The price of didn't the country just steal oil from Venezuela? What happened to that?
It's not enough.
No.
Ooh, I get a full history Excel sheet. Y'all know.
Yeah, man. The prices are not low. As a matter of fact, they're going up. Promises have been broken from the start. No wars. What are you talking about? He hasn't even fixed the one with Ukraine. Because why is Russia giving intel to Iran? And then when he gets called out by a network that he likes, he says it's a stupid question to ask. Come on now, make it make sense. That's what I'm saying.
January Sixers, this is your second chance. He pardoned you all.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
You're not going to get me for trying to sound like we're inciting violence.
But if you had, I'm just saying, you want to be mad about the election, but you're not getting mad about this? You got the guy in office, but he's not doing what he... You got the guy in office, but he's not doing what y'all need him to do.
Because their dad didn't tell them to be mad about it. All right, so what we're looking at right now, when you go back to the beginning of Trump's, at the beginning of the year for Trump, we're looking at about 316. And then at its highest, it looks like it was... we never breached $4 in this first campaign, but you can tell ever since he incited the tariffs, that's when everything went right above a certain metric. Oh, that's ugly. I'll look into this later. But yeah, this man tanked us for a bit with the tariffs.
Now, another thing I do want to talk about, because we're all running out of time.
Oh, my bad.
And it doesn't have to be a well drawn out convo, but we did have the Texas primaries happen not so long ago. And, looks like the Texas Democrats are moving forward James Tallarico over Jasmine Crockett. Real quick, I want to get your thoughts on that before I give you mine.
I wouldn't mind saying it. I voted for Jasmine Crockett, but I did have a feeling that she probably wasn't going to win just because we're in Texas. Like, there's no way. Like, yes, Dallas was behind her for sure, but I love it as far as what she's able to do, but I just knew that not everyone would be behind trying to elect her, especially with the messaging behind James Talarico and how he's coming at it from a Christian kind of centrist leftist viewpoint that is not too
Mm-hmm.
extreme, and he can speak to, quote unquote, speak to the people in a way that can shift their opinions. So I kind of felt that she wasn't going to win, but I still made sure to issue my support.
That's what's up. If I was a Texas resident, I would have I would have voted for Crockett.
Whoa,
But-
thank God.
Oh, you what?
No.
You did
The Ravens just traded for Max Crosby. So that means that the Cowboys aren't. Yeah, the Ravens just traded 2 first-round picks for Max Crosby. So that means that the Cowboys are keeping their 2 first-round picks. Thank God.
Oh,
I was so
okay.
scared that we were going to do something dumb. I'm sorry. Go
the,
ahead.
The timing was the timing was just right for that reaction.
Sorry about
yeah.
that. Whew, I'm so glad.
Nothing to be sorry about, bro. Well, here's my thing, real quick, because since we're running out of time. Now that James Talarico is the Democratic primary, I think this is the opportunity for the opposing candidate and their supporters to make those demands right now. Whether if your candidate won or not, a constituent, a resident should still display their concerns and make their demands to the person who is expected to win. Because if you don't bring up your demands, then nothing's ever going to be solved, and your request will be put on the back burner. So at this point right now, James Talarico has to earn the black vote. For sure. He has to put in the work, because that white Latino vote is something crazy. That combination is crazy.
I would have to say
Wow.
as well, just we're at that point where we can't let the status quo continue. Like,
Mhm.
yes, just because I think that's the issue. That was the issue with this most recent presidential election. Just because the person you don't support ended up becoming the nominee doesn't mean you still don't turn out to vote.
Right.
Like, especially in Texas, we are at a very pivotal point that we need change. And yes, I would have loved if Jasmine won, but I have faith in also knowing that if she didn't win this, that means God's got something else for her. So
And she's in office till 2027 anyway.
exactly. So I know God's got her, then that means that something bigger is in store. But at
Yeah.
this moment, we can't afford to let either Cornyn or Paxton back in. We definitely cannot allow that.
Oh, no, absolutely not. I saw this one quote on social media, and I think this is a fair way to describe their victory. Just because you won on social media doesn't mean you won in real life.
That's a great point.
I think that's super fair, and I'm only speculating from the outside looking in, because the switch up on Crockett was mind-boggling, because the way I see why there are some people are claiming misogynoir, saying that y'all wanted a fighter, you want someone like Crockett, and she's doing it saying XYZ. She's on, she's keeping the foots on necks and whatnot. So when it's time to deliver a fighter, you vote for the kumbaya white guy.
Mhm.
You vote for the peacemaker.
We knew they would.
And the switch up is crazy. The racism, the undertones. I'm specifically talking about, how Crockett was scrutinized not in the same way James Talarico was, and dogpiling someone on an issue that rightfully people should take issue with, I have no problem with it. But if one person is, catching more heat, and both candidates, have similar stances, I can see why there are claims of massage noir concerning James Tallarico and Jasmine Crockett, especially on social media. And for a second, you know, I'll be real with you, bro. I was a little salty about it because it felt like folks want black demonstration, but they don't want black representation. That's how I felt for a second.
I mean,
what were you gonna say?
I'll say, for me, I wasn't really surprised. We still participate even if we know the outcome. We do our part. Exercise our rights even if we don't feel that the venture may produce what we want. So for me, I kind of had a feeling. I was like, she's not beating him out, just based upon the preliminary polling and how. Honestly, I think what sold it, I think she had a chance prior to the whole CBS situation where they would not allow him to be shown on national TV, but instead on YouTube. I think that type of blatant censoring put a upheaval behind him. I mean, basically put a wind behind him that just said, yeah.
Do you think that was strategic?
I don't believe so. I think he had been going on a media tour anyway, so I think that was just genuinely the right being scared of his message. Because, like I said, I think I'll give him his credit. They're afraid that he can at least pilfer some of their less radical base with his messaging. And he was showing that he could, because he could disarm someone while also making them feel a certain way. And that's what they're scared of.
Peeling off some Republican votes.
Or force some to sit at home.
This may sound like a hot take, but no, it's mild. I would rather push for more minority votes, Black, Hispanic, Native American, than try to peel off Republican votes. They're going to vote the way that they're going to vote.
But you got to think
instead,
about
I would have, I would have put more weight, like what similar to what Crockett did. I would have put more encouragement and emphasis on the minority vote, because
it's valuable.
But in most cases, winning elections is all about the margins. And if you get the people who don't vote, have not voted, or if you can motivate those people, those are in your Black communities, those are in your Hispanic communities. You can win an election by the margins. We'll see, you know, how long the peacemaker role can last. But I've always believed, in my opinion, that in this situation, we don't need a peacemaker. You need someone who can swing. And Crockett was a swinger. Personally, I just by merit alone, I thought she was more than qualified.
Oh no, she is. She's
a civil rights attorney.
Black women have to be overly qualified just to get in the door.
She was overly qualified.
I think, to go to your margin argument, the issue with her was always going to be that she is a Black woman. That's the sad part. Like, the base that you're appealing to in Texas still is not at a progressive enough point to where the same issue with Hillary back in 2016. They just they cannot envision a woman in power. The last time, what was it? Kay Bailey
Bailey Hutchinson.
Yeah.
That was 30 years ago.
And think about the type of woman and that she presented herself as, and how she had to be. Like, that's what.
Yeah.
The only reason why Hillary was competitive, if I'm being honest, is if Hillary was Black. We saw what happened with Kamala. Like, the people stayed at home just because they're like, I just can't bring myself to do it. And that's what Jasmine was going up against. So yes, you can get the minority vote, and I do believe that it is important, especially within the margins. But if you're already behind the curb and not having that groundswell to put you close to the margins, because if you look at it Where is it? I just love these websites. Tallarico got 1.2 million. She got 1 million. And 31,000. I mean, she got, and 31,000 voted for Ahmad Hassan. How much you want to bet if James Tallarico was, sadly to say, like maybe a Hispanic woman, she would have won.
Tallarico or Crockett would have won.
If Tallarico was.
It was an Hispanic woman. We won't know. She probably would still win because she would probably still be, have that proximity to whiteness, maybe, unless we're talking like
because that's the
a
whole
brown
thing.
Latino.
They just in Texas, as a current Texan, I know that this current climate that we're in, there's no way the greater population around that's surrounded by me overall or have a majority that would be okay with that, which is sad because Black women have done nothing but amazing things in our society, in our city, in Dallas, in our state, but they don't get the credit. But
y'all got a new
they get to
district
do all the
attorney
work,
too.
but they don't get the representation.
So, I can understand why people feel slighted, because it's like, okay, y'all did it with Kamala, you've done it with Stacey Abrams running for governor twice in Georgia, and now you've done it with Jasmine Crockett. You have another opportunity to do it again with Keisha Lancebottom in Georgia, the former mayor of Atlanta, who's running for governor in Georgia again. So, but my thing is, it's just been predominantly white men trying to get the Senate spot, trying to get the governor spot, mostly that Senate spot. So we're talking about a civil rights attorney who has both experience state and federal. Oh my gosh. Versus a former middle school teacher who aspires to be a Presbyterian priest.
And that's why I preface everything by saying, even if we feel like we know what the outcome is going to be, still participate.
Yeah.
Like, even though I had a feeling that.
But but Tallarico has to earn that black vote, though, for sure.
No, he does.
Has to earn that vote.
But a direct message to those that I know will probably sit out the midterms, still go vote. Just because Jasmine didn't win does not mean that we need to sit at home and be stagnant.
Yeah. It's like okay to be salty about it now.
Like for me, I won't say I already knew. I had a feeling that just wasn't going to happen, sadly. But it still didn't keep me from not going to go vote for her, for the simple fact that it's like running up against a brick wall. It's something's going to give at some point. We just got to keep pushing. It sounds terrible to say, but yes, that we're at that point to where you just got to keep pushing. Because if you just give up, then they win.
Absolutely. Another point before we end things off is that you saw how firsthand experience. You saw how the Texas Supreme Court was moving, and that's going to be an obstacle that Tallarico is going to be facing moving forward.
Hopefully the voting situation gets a lot easier, but I think they're going to try to address the situation. Also, I got to go back and say, looking at the margins between how much James Tallarico and Jasmine Crockett won by, how much did she lose by? What was it?
Like 100,000 votes.
And you mean to tell me that you don't think that those that came that late, what was it, wouldn't have offset that by at least a little?
Maybe just by a little.
So
maybe about 50,000, maybe
44,000.
An extra 2 hours to vote. Oh my gosh, till 9 p.m. That could have garnered maybe like 50,000 votes.
True, and who knows? Maybe it would have garnered them towards him, or we don't know.
Yeah.
So, but either way, I do feel like she was wronged, but
the switch up on her was crazy.
I do feel like she was wronged fully, but I did see it coming from the simple fact that the way that Abbott and so many other politicians in Texas was suck up to Trump, there's no way, and this is me, you call me a conspiracy theorist all you want. I think that there was a vested effort into ensuring that Jasmine Crockett did not get into that seat from the opposing party. I don't think that I'm not against you on that. I don't think that means that they poured into Tallarico. I think that there was a vested effort to do everything to stop the support behind Jasmine Crockett.
Governor Greg Abbott, didn't he spend more than $1 million to make sure to put out negative ads about Crockett?
Mm-hmm.
Where was that same energy for Tallarico? Did you see any negative ads about him from Abbott?
And that's why they are not looking forward to this runoff between Paxton and Cornyn, because it's about to cost the Republican Party some money.
Yeah.
For both of those ads.
So one thing that I do want to end this off on is that Angela Rye, she did say something about the lefty leftists, the ones that were like celebrating Crockett's defeat. She said quote, being on the far left doesn't mean you left racism.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't remember.
Being on the far left does not mean you left racism, because the way that the campaign was online, it got ugly online. I don't know if you saw the comments or saw what people were saying, and the content about Crockett, it got ugly. It got ugly.
It's been ugly.
To the point where, like, that one account, Rogue DNC, he got called out for it, and then he posted a picture of himself with a local NAACP award saying, "Oh, if I hate black women, then why do I get an award from the NAACP?" Which garnered a reaction from NAACP HQ saying, "Please don't use our, please don't use our name to buffer your argument. We can still have opposing views, but at the same time, black women's voices need to be heard and respected."
Yeah, I didn't like how left-leaning media was, how they were talking about Jasmine Crockett overall, in a sense, when it comes to certain regards, where they'll be like, yeah, it's just, it's this tepidness with which they would approach how they want to basically say that they don't think that she should win. And for me, it's like, I think I can understand why Tallarico's approach can work and why it can be needed, and to a certain extent. But I also believe that Jasmine Crockett would do great as far as being able to push for change and actually get it. I'm also of the mindset that I kind of want her in a bigger role.
Attorney General?
I want her in
administration role.
I could see her in the next 2 years, if Tallarico especially is still sitting in the Senate spot, pushing Abbott for governor.
Crockett for governor?
2028, baby.
I don't see that.
I can.
I don't see that.
I think the groundswell from this, and I also think that this midterms is about to be very bad for Republicans. And also, I think Abbott's about to start continuing to lose support. I don't believe that this administration that he's so willing to capitulate to is going to make moves that put his supporters in favorable positions. Like, look at Kristi Noem getting ousted because of how she's doing badly in interviews, and now you got Bondi getting circled back for another hearing. Like, Trump is not doing any of his supporters favors, so I think Abbott is going to kill his. I think Crockett is going to be what Beto should have done.
Go after Ted Cruz's seat. Then I felt like she had a better opportunity to take John Cornyn's seat over Ted Cruz.
I think she could beat Ted Cruz, because the fact that even his supporters now make fun of him for running to Cancun. Because what has he done lately besides be an Israel apologist?
Yeah, he's the country with the white flag and blue star. Absolutely. We'll see how this goes. But the point that I do want to make is, based on how the Texas Supreme Court, how dirty they did Dallas County, that alone should be a reason for you as a constituent, wherever you are, especially if you're a Texas constituent, to be on the heels of these elected officials. You need to know who your county clerk is, who your supervisor of elections is. These are people that you need to know, and make sure, like how Nick said in the previous episode, you need to check on your voter status. You need to check your voter status.
And
bug the hell out of them if you have to.
Even if your people don't win, exercise your right.
Yes.
Just utilize it. Like,
Yes.
it's important for a reason.
So moving forward, your ideal candidate did not win. That's A-okay. I would check my voter status just to make sure I'm still straight. And then after that, I would make my case to the winning candidate's office and say, hey, you beat my ideal candidate, but this is what I require from you moving forward for you to earn this vote, and we can move forward together. And Tallarico said it himself. He's going to have to earn it. So there's no doubt about it. I just don't like the narrative of Crockett loss. All right, good campaign, fall in line. I don't like that. Slow down. Because at the end of the day, I still have issues that need to be resolved in this community.
Yes. And
I think
that's
that's
one thing
fair.
I do love about Crockett, that this is not going to impede her from still being a part of the community.
Mm-hmm.
I just think at this point, don't just fall in line. Make sure that they understand that if you're going to be a representative of us, you represent all of us.
Amen.
And I can see him venturing off to get that vote. I think that in the meantime, everything is targeted right now. So we'll see how he goes. But we just need better alternatives right now. And this is because this Republican Party ain't working.
It's like they working overtime, and at the same time, they're dragging their feet. It's so weird how they operate. Goodness gracious.
And that's my thing as well. What's the end goal after all this? Like, once Trump's 4 years are up, what's the fruit of all this?
They can't tell you what they want. They can't tell you their vision 15, 20 years from now. They can't tell you that. And because one political expert describes the Republican Party as a collection of people who dismantle and destruct everything. They just take a hammer to it and they just destroy every system that they can. Whereas the Democratic Party, they try to repair things with duct tape and glue. And it takes longer to repair the things, the systems and the rules and things that we want, but it's so quick to dismantle and destroy. We've seen them do that with DEI. We've seen them do that with the EPA. Now you see them do it with the Department of Education. One by one. Okay, this hype is not going to live long. And what is that? Representative Mike Johnson, he said it best. If they lose the midterms, that's it for the Trump administration. That's it. And Trump has said it himself. They'll find a reason to impeach him. Fine. There are plenty of reasons to impeach him.
But that's also another thing. He knows it because he's become so unpopular that it's not like the last time where he got impeached in the Senate, but they didn't get him in the House. Mm-hmm. I think the House would definitely impeach him.
The House is they're definitely going to impeach him. Definitely. We'll see how this plays out. That pretty much sums up episode. Oh, what were you going to say?
Looking forward to a Vance presidentship, because that's another thing as well that you kind of talked about. It's degraded over time because of the lack of truth that's in the media at this point. Mm-hmm. Like, think about it. Obama was able to go 2 terms. Joe Biden, even though he had declined health, was only able to go 1. We have to hope that whoever is the Democratic candidate has the ability to, yes, because that's how long it's going to take to undo a lot of this and even more. And then we have to hope that whoever comes after that one has the ability to stay in power, to keep at least, if the Democrats stay on a progressive and at least liberal leaning path, we can get better again. But if it turns out that they just, rank and file Democrats that want to keep everything the same, and I won't say the name, but yes, then we have issues. We're just in a very precarious time right now.
Lock in. Time to lock in. All right, then. That pretty much sums it up. Episode 22, Porch Light Theory. Thanks for joining us. And before you do anything else, make sure you like, share, and review the podcast. Show us some love. And also subscribe to the YouTube channel as well, and to our Spotify and everything else. Show some love. We love you right back. We'll make sure that episode 23 is on the way. Talk to you later. Peace out.